Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about set. Set is one of the type of data structure. This is used to store data, and set stores only unique element. So if you are going to push um, more than if suppose you are pushing 2233, so in the set it will contain only 2 and 3 and not 2233. Okay, so it contains data uniquely, so it does not contains duplicate, and also it stores the data in increasing order. Okay, so it does not store the data in the order in which you have pushed. Suppose you are pushing 4 5 1 2, so in the first position it will be having 1 2 4 5. Okay, not 4 5 1 2. So this was the second point. And in this lecture we are going to study how to insert the element in the set, how to take out, and how to use upper bound and lower bound in set. So basic. So how set is useful to us is to take out the first element, last element, because set is storing the element in increasing order. Okay, so this helps us to retrieve the data back in log n time. So also I am going to discuss about the complexity of inserting data into the set is log n, and to retrieve back is also log n. Set stores the data in tree form. Okay, so if you are trying to take out the data, it will take log n time. Okay, now we can apply lower bound and upper bound on this. Lower bound and upper bound, lower bound and upper bound on this. Okay, and because the data is stored in increasing order. So let us see how to use it. Okay, so how do we define set? We define, suppose I am taking n elements. Okay, int n, and we have set here. Set, we define here the primitive data type or any other data type, set t st. This is how set is defined in C++. Fine. Now how do we insert the element? Okay, for suppose I am taking n elements, I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, int x. Okay, this is x. How do we insert is st dot insert x, whichever order we give the values, it is going to store in increasing order only. And also we cannot access the element directly by just giving the index. Okay, okay, now how, okay, this is how I'm going to print the set element. How do we print the set elements? Okay, so before that, uh, how to okay, I'm going to apply I'm going to apply upper bound. Okay, suppose I'm giving see out, how do we apply upper bound? So like in vector, what we was getting is we were getting the position of the index of the element, but here we are going to get the address. Okay, so how do we retrieve the element from the address? Okay, how we use auto it equals to st dot upper bound. Suppose I am to find upper bound of suppose I am giving 4. So this is going to store the address of upper bound. See, I have already told you what upper bound of 4 will give. Upper bound of 4 will give the next greater element which is greater than 4. Okay, suppose set contains, let us take an example, 2 3 4 5. Suppose the set contains these 4 values, so the upper bound of 4 will give 5. Make sure it is going to give 5. Okay, because in upper bound gives element greater than the element itself, and the lower bound of 4 will give 4 itself. Okay, so it is not going to give the address. No, sorry, it is going to give the address. We need to see, address is of no use for us. We need to get the value itself. So I have taken auto here, so you will be taking auto whichever data type it is. Now see, since this is the address, so that is why I have taken auto. Okay, now I have to get the element at this address. It is calculated as star it. This is how we are going to get the element. Let me print this. Okay, suppose I am giving 5 elements. Let me make it bigger. So this is what we are having, CF5, and I'm giving 6 element, okay, and let me give 4, 2, 6, 5, 4, 5 and 8. Okay, this is what I have given, and okay, one element more is missing, let us give 9. Okay, so upper bound of 4 is giving 5. And also make sure that you are taking care of brackets. If you will try to put star into it, I think it is going to give error, so better you write like this only. So this is how we can apply upper bound on set. We can also apply lower bound, like auto it2. Okay, this is the variable name, and auto we have taken, it is going to set itself whatever the data type it is having. Okay, we don't have to give explicitly that what type of data type it is. So I'm going st dot upper bound on lower bound of suppose I'm giving 3, I'm giving 3. Okay, 3. Now what is the element? Okay, I'm going to print directly star. How I am going to put is star outside and it2 inside. Okay, this is how we are going to get the last element, the lower bound. So I am giving the same example as before. 6, I need to input 6 element, 4, 2, 6, 5, 8, 4, 2, 6, 5, 8 and 9. So lower bound of 3 is 4. See what is lower bound? Lower bound gives element greater than or equals to, here equals to come. Okay, so it does not have, for lower bound of 3 is 4, because 3 is not there, so it is giving 4. Now two more points which is very important. See, now let me remove this, and the two more points are how to get the first and last element. See, in the set the middle elements are of no use, and they are only useful in getting upper bound and lower bound. The most important part is how to get the first and last element in the set, because you are not using here index. Okay, and also you can use st dot size to calculate the size of an set. Okay, this is how you can get the size of the set. Okay, also you can get how to get, I was talking about how to get the start element. Suppose I'm giving start as the address name. Okay, start is equals to st dot begin. See, what it gives is it gives the starting index of the set, and if we are printing this see out, we are going to print the same way as we were printing the t and t2, e and eln. Okay, so this is how we are going to get the start of an set. Let me print this. Okay, taking the same example as before. Start is giving 2, because in set we insert in whichever order we are inserting the element, it does not matter, it is going to store the element in increasing order only. Okay, fine. Now how to get the end element? Okay, see, auto last lst equals to st dot end. See, st dot end is nothing. St dot end is the last point which the set recognize that it is the end point. Okay, so there it does not contain any element. The element is stored in the previous address, so we are doing lst minus minus. So this is now the element will be stored, last element will be stored in lst minus 1. That is why we are doing lst minus minus. You can also do minus minus lst. Okay, now I'm going to print the last element, star lst e and l. Okay, so this is what I was talking, and I have to print the last element of the set. So first element is 2 and last element is 9. So these all are the function which we will be using in any set problem. So these are the main functions, like how to get the start of the element, how to get the last part of an element, how to get the upper bound of an element, and how to get the lower bound of an element.